nipple.
Nipple. We all got them.
We all have them. There's probably some context to that. I don't know if we'll get into it. We might leave it a mystery.
Honestly, it's far less context than you might think.
Yeah.
Let them cook and see what they think where that's coming from.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Under the Table. It is episode 40.
Under the nipple.
Yeah, under the nipple. It's been a nipple since we've nippled here.
It's been a nip.
It's been a little nip.
It's been nipply out for sure.
Definitely
Nipple
nipply
podcast
out. Yeah, it really. No, in all seriousness, it's been like, I don't know, almost 2 months since we recorded.
Yeah.
Last, does that sound accurate?
It
Been
definitely
a
feels
dog's
that way.
age for sure.
You've been edging me with this performance for months.
Yeah.
You better be ready.
About
I
to
hope your
burst.
nipples are hard because it's coming.
My nipples are just coming through this hoodie.
Y'all are going to overload
breaking through.
Emily. She's going to break.
I should just cut holes, you know?
Yeah, technically wearing clothes
Glass.
still, you know. All my shirts are nippleless.
That's right. I like the feel of the cold air on my nips.
It's like chaps, but for your
body
shirt,
hair
you know,
you've
just
got,
for the
I
nips.
imagine, covers up your nips,
Yeah.
even if you don't have a shirt on.
Yep.
Well, I don't have hairy nipples.
Well, not with
Jeez.
that attitude.
You could certainly try harder, Dustin. You know,
I could. I just gotta
Will
just
it?
gotta clench.
Yep.
Clench those,
human growth
clench those
hormone.
pecs. That's right. Yeah.
wow,
HGH right in the buttocks.
wow.
Right in the nips.
Ouch.
Straight to the source.
Yeah,
Welcome
I
back,
have pierced my
2025.
nipples. I don't have them pierced.
The year of the nipples.
this is now the third show on the STF network that we started 2025 with just bonkers.
It seems that's
banter.
the vibe for the year.
I mean, welcome. Strap in, folks, or on, whatever.
Yeah.
Damn.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Strap on that everyday wear. Put your pants on.
Yeah. One leg at a time.
Yeah, this is mine and Adam's third day in a row recording. So it's like,
Oh,
I think
no.
our brains are just mush.
That's fine. That's
Perfect for under the table.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and we have to totally shift gears here because we're going into Pathfinder 2E tonight. And this is also some homebrew shenanigans on our part. So that ought to be interesting. As Heath alluded to, we do have a performance tonight, and we talk about music a lot on this show, I think, or at least across the network. And I know that we've talked about our favorite concerts we've been to and favorite shows and everything like that. But have you ever been to a party and there's been a band there that like, you're like, what is this band doing at this party? They're like too good or they're too shitty. But it was like a house party.
I think
you know,
on the
and
shitty
you
end,
noticed the
I've
band.
been that band, you know?
Oh, no.
You do it to yourself. It's true. John, you've never been to a party that had a
I've
band?
never been to a house party that had a band. So
I've been to some cool
Yeah.
parties that had some like crazy like punk bands that I was like, wow, like this is next level.
There was a couple houses in Hattiesburg that were like the only places where punk bands or metal bands could play. I guess I'm trying to remember what it is. I know there was one that was called the Metal House, and that one was across 49 from the university. And that one was
that
crazy.
big 2-story house in downtown.
Yeah, that's the party house.
I've
you
been to
know.
a few there.
And then there was one in the Avenues, and that was like the most recent one. I think it was on 28th or whatever. And they would have house parties on the regular, and they had like 3 or 4 bands, but that's all like punk or noise rock or just like weird shit, that didn't have a venue that for that kind of music really in Hattiesburg. And, I've definitely seen some shitty and some good bands in that situation. Emily, have you ever been to a party?
So I hear these are human gatherings.
You founded a
where
frat.
you
Shut up. You have been to a party.
I have. I don't think that it was really like never a band. Like somebody sometime would play something, but typically we just had like music playing.
Just music, right? Yeah, you don't
like,
have to inject a band in there.
It's just it's always
I mean,
been
you
kind of
don't
very
have to,
finite
but you can.
spaces or either too
That's
many
what a musician
people.
would say.
Yeah.
Like we don't have room for a band.
I've played several house parties.
Yeah.
Hey,
To varying
Adam,
degrees of success, you know.
Adam, you could be sweeter about like making us feel uncool. Like you don't have to.
Look, I was merely defending myself from John's comment. You know, I'm not trying to make you guys feel bad about not being a musician. I wouldn't wish this life on anybody.
That's the great thing.
rough out on these
That's the great thing
Damn,
about
yeah.
tonight and just getting to play a Bard and Tooie in general is I get to cosplay you. You know, or your life.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go apologize ahead of time, Heath, for that you have to do. Yeah, no, I mean, look, there's this idea that being a musician is like cool. And I mean, there's some truth to that. I'm definitely cooler than I would be.
I really thought he was going to say, than all of
You've
y'all.
got that musician layered over the wholesale nerd underneath that, you know, brings it up.
Right. So the musician side of it helps temper the nerd side of it a lot. But I'm definitely the least cool musician among my musician friends.
You're the most cool musician that I
Now,
know.
next time I go to one of your
thanks.
extravaganzas where like a couple of your bands play, I'm going to go and like buddy up with all your bandmates and like interview them and be like, which of your bandmates is the least cool? And is it Adam?
No,
yeah.
you can't lead
I'm not
them
going to
with,
lead them
is
with
it
Adam.
Adam?
I would be curious to poll them.
It'll just be
like
unspoken.
which one is like the least like cool with a capital C, you know?
I'm trying to think of the bands that I'm in. I don't. I was going to say it depends on the band, but I don't think that it does. I think the answer will be the same in all the bands.
Also, like, what's your metric of cool?
Yeah, I mean, cool is as cool does, right? It's all
Right.
just a vibe and a
That was a
mentality.
pretty cool statement, dog.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's he sitting on
cool
the
as
rad
competence.
scale, you know?
Oh, now, okay, yeah, no,
no,
rads.
that's a question.
Yeah.
That's a bit too extreme, honestly, for our
For
our
your
listeners.
weak ass.
Yeah, that was
People
totally
wanna
rad.
know. You can't handle the rad, bro.
The rad.
No.
Can you even ollie, bro?
good.
I will say that I do think that there is some coolness associated with how we are expressing our nerddom. It like makes it easier or cooler to talk about, like playing all these games, because it's like, hey, you know, we're producing like all this content that people listen to, and like we're you know, we got people that like us, you know,
fans.
yeah, so that, yeah,
We got that external validation.
External validation is the
right,
best kind of
Our
validation.
fans will even back us up. They'll be like, there are literally dozens of us.
Why we do this?
External validation.
You know, I might go as far to say that I am the coolest one in this group. Heath used to be, but I think that I've overtaken him lately.
See,
No,
the whole
no,
discussion
no.
of cool rankings is already automatically
That's
uncool.
uncool, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
totally
That's
uncool.
what
I don't-
about being
For real,
cool.
we're sitting
Somebody
here
who's not
talking
cool
about
would
The
say.
least cool thing to do
give a
is to
shit.
try to be cool. You know, like that's just the way
Yeah,
it works.
exactly.
Well,
That's the thing. God.
well, okay, but listen, guys, we're talking about the concept of cool here,
Yes.
all right? Like,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
already there. Like,
That's
you're
so
right.
uncool.
If I just came out of nowhere and said I'm the coolest person in STF, that would certainly be uncool.
I mean, you
But
just
I
said
think
that.
in context, yeah,
Just said that.
and
One
like
take.
shit on me to do it. You know,
I was,
Yep.
no, That was not a shit on you.
Heath used to be cool, not so much now.
Roll it back.
You used to be the coolest. I didn't say that you're not the cool. I just said you're not the coolest anymore.
You're just like lower on the scale.
Like, you
It's
see
fine,
how
but you're still on the scale.
Still an insult, like whichever way you phrase
This
it.
conversation is going from cool to cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just took the lead.
Damn.
I mean, I hope
Lose
I'm cool
confidence. You don't
enough
have to
because
talk
I've got
about
to
it,
fucking lead this shindig tonight. You're going to ruin my
That's right, you
confidence
do.
going into the performance.
You're not playing Heath. You're playing Winkler.
Listen. I think you guys are reading way too much into all of this.
Especially since I'm the coolest one here. But go on. It's fine.
Heath, you're going to do great this evening. You bring a lot of creative awesomeness to your characters, and I already know that you have some stuff planned for this evening. You're going to do just fine. John, you're a fucking asshole, and I love you. Dustin,
Appreciate it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Dustin, you are the secret coolest one of the group.
That's
and
true.
Emily, I love you, Emily.
That's all you gotta say, man. That's all you gotta say.
We're going to leave the cool right out of it. Not even discussing.
It's unspoken.
Right.
Emily's spiritually cool.
Damn.
Look at that sweater she's got on.
Oh,
Ouija.
yeah.
You summoned some spirits?
Yeah, I got it to fuck with my roommate.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty cool. It's even got it on the arm, too.
It's pretty cool.
It's
Super cool.
It's very comfy.
I've always found it interesting, the words we use for cool, whatever word you sub in, it changes over time and with generations, rad, tight, whatever.
Except
They
for
always are short lived. They last for a few years. Yeah, stupid ones like that too. But none of them have the staying power that the word cool does. You realize how long cool has been around?
Been a minute.
Like the 20s?
The jazz age cool was being said,
Yeah.
and it has never gone away. It's weird that it has so much staying power when all of its brethren words fade away,
That's a very good point.
Are you suggesting that we need to bring the word nifty back
I don't
swell?
think those were my
said
suggestions.
That's never
nifty.
left,
I
bud.
think cool stuck around because it was cooler than those words,
That's just it. They were just around for just a few years, and then cool just was the mainstay. They just weren't cool on the tier
But
of cool,
also, cool is just a concept. It's so relative, right? We're joking here, but John, I do think that you hit it on the head. Is that the idea of defining cool immediately kills cool?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has to remain mysterious and undefinable because as soon as
Schrodinger's coolness, Yeah.
Schrodinger's coolness.
Well, it's just
Yes.
instinctual. It's a if you know kind of thing.
Yeah, you either have it or you don't.
That's right. Cool people don't think about it.
I mean, that's true though. Think about. We've all seen people, especially celebrities. Jared Leto comes to mind. Somebody who's so desperately trying to be cool all the time that it's man, if you just leave it alone, I think you were a lot cooler. You might be doing cool things, but you're so concerned about being cool that it's not genuine.
Well, if you want to get trippy, I think
he's
that's
not
ego.
doing cool.
Yeah.
And he's also not doing cool things. He's doing some particularly uncool things.
You haven't seen Morbius?
Well, so I mean, him taking the Joker role
love you,
and
Dustin.
being the worst version of the Joker was him trying to be fucking cool. That's what that was. And I bring that up because I've been on my YouTube Shorts. I keep getting little feeds of him and his brother are both in 30 Seconds to Mars. And so they'll watch other people performing their songs or whatever and react to them. And that's pretty common doing react videos. I'm not poo-pooing that concept.
We have a reactor.
I was just gonna say, go on.
I mean,
Tell us.
that's fine. But
It's okay, Heath. Go.
But his
Continue,
react videos to those with his brother, he's doing the super straight face serious I'm sorry, this is a visual thing, but he's it's not that he doesn't come off as genuinely thrilled that somebody's doing great. He's just like head nodding, like, oh, okay, got respect. And it just feels like he's trying too hard in his react videos to be cool about reacting to his own music. Anyways, I'm thinking too much about Jared Leto.
That's your problem right there.
They really killed this cool vibe with Jared Leto.
I mean,
And that guy's like 90 years old, too, right?
He's 90 years
Well,
old?
you can still be cool and old, dude. And he's not 90 years old.
I'm not saying, being 90 is not cool.
who do
I'm
you-
just saying
what
he
are you
looks young
saying,
for his
Gus?
Who do you
age,
think
but it was an
Jared Leto
exaggeration.
is?
He's 32nd to
Yeah,
Mars
he's
guy,
not 90
right?
though.
And he's
Why do you-
I just
are you making a
I was
Morbius joke?
over exaggerating how he looks young when he's actually like 50.
He is 53 years old.
That's
Yeah.
a bit of a trait,
No
though.
shit.
Look at like
Really? 53?
how old
Yeah.
is Pharrell
Fucking
and
preservatives, dude.
who's the other one that's
Money.
a vampire?
Yeah, true.
The thing that'll really help you with the aging thing is having millions of dollars.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Pharrell's 51.
Is he? He still looks
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, that's
Man, he's getting
Yeah,
like
for
18-year-old
real.
plasma infusions or
Damn,
something,
dude. Damn.
Getting that young blood
Where's
in his
that money?
veins.
Man, I want that money, dude.
Yeah, we
How
all
do we
do,
get
dude.
cooler, Adam? So we
I
can make
don't
more
know.
money.
I'm the least cool person in my circles. I can't help you there.
Fuck, man. God.
Yeah.
We
I was lying
need
to
some
you when
ambassador of cool.
I was lying to you when I said I was cool.
Paul
It
Rudd's
turns out
another
it's
one
not true.
that dude's
Yes.
55 now.
aging backwards.
Man.
It's crazy.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he looks
Yeah,
old.
he's grizzled.
He's looking old.
Well, he's starting to. Yeah.
I'd still smash, man.
Yeah, no.
I mean, look,
I'm not saying he's
silver
looking
foxes
bad.
are a thing.
Sorry, I was looking at there's like celebrity
Even though he's not
vampire
silver,
theory
okay.
picture.
Andrew Garfield is 41. Like, that dude's still, I think of him
Yeah,
as
that
like
makes sense.
23. Even like right now, like movies he's in.
He's in
Just
movies
image
still?
him in your brain.
Yeah, he's
still
a
like,
pretty popular actor.
23.
I mean, he was. I haven't. What's he been doing?
I mean,
haven't heard his name in a while.
I don't want to spoil Spider-Man stuff, but like they did all the Spider-Mans came into the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, but that was a couple years ago, and that was just like a kind of a gimmick. What's the last like movie that he's like starred in? I'm not saying he hasn't. I haven't heard from old Andrew in a while.
Oh, Andy Garfield.
We live
Yeah.
in time. I think it's his most recent movie.
Oh yeah, okay. Tick Boom. I do remember seeing ads for that. That's the kind of biopic about the guy that wrote Rent. Oh, that reminds me. Some people are out here trying to say that the right way to pronounce that word is biopic. That cannot be true,
Biopic.
right?
Biopic.
I'm asking Heath because he corrects me every opportunity.
I
he
have
has.
heard people say biopic, and I'm on your side. Like, even if it's right, it
It
doesn't,
doesn't
feel
make any
right.
sense.
It's a biographical picture. Should be a biopic.
It sounds better, and that's all the reason anyone needs.
What sounds better?
Biopic.
Yeah.
Sounds-
It's
No,
also
biopic.
close to epic, which is why they're doing a bio on this person, because they had an epic life. That's how it works, obviously.
Hard
Nope.
disagree.
Not making this up.
I'm not making this up. I'm not trolling, gang.
I think it sounds better.
No,
Rolls off the tongue.
biopic. I mean, I have definitely used biopic, but I have also used biopic. So I
I-
don't know.
When
I
I
think
read
it's
it,
biopic.
I thought it was biopic. But when I have heard it pronounced, it is biopic. Like in industry.
Well, Google
stuff,
says
like
it's biopic.
videos and stuff.
Like Google pronunciation
Yeah.
guide says biopic.
Oh, listen, speaking of things that are aging without us realizing, this banter has gone
yeah.
for quite a long time.
Oh wow,
This is
long
our
in the tooth
first
here.
session back
2 months.
to this
Fair.
game.
Fair. I mean, we did 20 minutes. We did a
20.
solid 20. That was a good 20, too. We started with nipples and ended with Andrew G.
Man,
That's right.
what more do you want? Are you not entertained?
I mean, we can get to where it's legal drinking age. I mean,
Speaking of entertained, that is your job for this evening, is to go to McTerriblepants' party as Bernard, Leftwinkle, and the Winklers, and perform a couple shows. Now, they've asked you to do 2 shows. The first show will be at McTerriblepants' house. The second show, he has rented out a square, like a town square, and, well, I'll let him tell you when you get there.
Ooh, okay.
But the first show is at his house for a little bit smaller party, and then the big party would be the next night.
Gotcha. Before we zip in there, I'm gonna stand up, walk 2 steps to my fridge, and get me another drink.
You should do
goodness.
that. You should do that.
Look at you, got in a fridge next to you and such.
Listeners, he took more than 2 steps. I just have to be honest with you. And Heath was able to get a new drink with 0 steps.
Now that was cool.
Oh, baby.
That was cool.
That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It was actually behind my computer.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's slick right
Damn,
there,
that's
dude.
cool.
That's double cool.
That's the coolest.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I totally redeemed myself.
Yeah,
That's right.
All right, Heath, you got the chair back, bro. You're the coolest
Yeah.
one.
All your
yeah.
characters are the best.
Yeah.
And everyone
all
loves them the most.
There's only so much room in the Zoom for his head, so like,
It's so shiny.
okay, so yeah, I mean, we can just like fast forward to you guys arriving at McTerriblepants, or if there's something you guys want to do beforehand, it's up to you. The floor is yours.
Before we go, I would like to hand out some items that will probably help us. George, here, have this apple.
An apple? Okay.
Yes, it's a candied apple. Just do me a favor before you, probably right before the first song, just take a big old bite of that.
Okay.
All right?
Don't eat it
Just
now.
bite some
Save
apples,
it.
walk up and start singing. Mouthful of
Yeah,
apples.
mouthful of apples.
Exactly. It'll keep the doctor away. And I walk up to Jules and say, I give her this vial of like orange liquid. And this is a mutagen. It should help you be a little bit more performative. So I'm going to drink one as well, but don't be alarmed if you feel any negative effects. It will help. It'll help with the performance.
What kind of negative effects? Like, what are we talking about here?
It might not feel negative. It'll give you a little buzz, but it will maybe decrease your perception just a little bit and your will a tiny little bit. It's like taking a couple shots.
Oh.
You've been there. You've been there before.
No, that's
It's-
fine. That's
It
fine.
tastes wonderful, by the way.
That's fine.
What does it taste like, Dustin?
It tastes like
Mr. Flavor
Apple
Factory
cider.
over here.
Apple cider?
cider.
That's what I'm
tastes
drinking
like
right
apple cider.
now.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
It's like-
alcohol, apple cider, but yeah.
There we go.
It's an apple theme today. Yeah, it tastes like a
Jazz
strongly
apples.
spiced apple cider.
Okay, great.
So I wanted to just get it out there. I mean, George would already know this. We would have, already done planning and stuff to some degree. But like, what is everybody's role in this performance? I know I'm obviously a bard, but like, what is the shape of this band?
Well, I don't have an instrument. I think I will make you look pretty and maybe a couple explosions. Of course, not dangerous at all. But yeah. Unless,
you're
I can
doing
jump in.
pyro
I mean,
and like light work and stuff.
I can come in with backup vocals, or Pookie's very good at
I
the
was going to
harmonica.
say, backup vocals, Pookie comes out and goes,
Oh,
We can't do this song without the squelching. It's an integral part, you know.
all right, so we got your like stage production handled by Amir. All right.
There you go.
Well, what about you, John?
Well, I didn't expect to be playing in a band, but here we are. I don't know. What do you think? Nah, I got a dab hand at drums.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I played drums whenever I was, younger.
Well, let me see. And George like pulls out like a little like leather square and just puts it on a brick like it's a snare
Like
pad.
one of those little practice pads?
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
let's see you rolls.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, he's going to try. And he's like,
Let me see you pair of that diddle, bro.
All right.
Diddle it.
Let's see. I don't have my dice out, so I'm just going to roll off the...
You have performance?
I do
Nice.
have performance.
what's that like?
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
nervous about getting to you.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay, there's skills. Okay, there we go. Come on. Okay, all right. 14. It's been a while for Smoke. Okay,
that's
like he
okay,
said,
yeah.
he played for like
Yeah,
way
that's
back.
decent. I mean, just knocking the rust off, like 14's a
Right,
respectable
right,
roll.
right.
I would say that's exactly what that role is knocking the rust off. It's a little shake,
mean,
yeah,
but it's not.
we're like-
But it's not like without ability,
Yeah,
right?
well, and like we're pretty low level as well, like just in terms of comparison, like to what it could be. Okay, well, yeah, we can work with that because even the best performers in the world, they need a solid backline. Keep the time. It doesn't.
I wasn't coming in too heavy or
No,
anything.
you're good. We just the main thing is try to make sure you're not speeding up and slowing down. All right, keep it steady.
All right.
All right. Now, Jules, I don't know in our years apart if you secretly took up any musical instruments. I have doubts, but if you do, now's the time to bust it out.
Okay, so does it have to be performance or can it be something else?
Well, what do you have in mind?
Yeah,
Emily?
what-
I can't wait to hear this rich case that you're about to make. Can I intimidate?
No, what if she dances?
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
But that.
So,
All right.
so my thought was,
Wait, can I give an answer to
Yeah,
whether or
like-
not I'm going to allow
okay.
acrobatics
Yeah.
to replace
'Cause
performance?
I'll have a bit if you do.
I would allow it, but I'm going to raise the DC because it should be performance. If you're
Heard.
going to dance, that's a performance check. You know what I mean?
I mean, but you're homebrewing this freaking performance-based thing that we're all doing in a party of not all bards. Like,
So
You
that's
are
why
the
he's
ones
got
who created
decision.
this alter ego. I'm just saying yes and to your story.
yeah, but then you're like coming down, dropping the hammer on like, okay, but you all got to have performance when it's unlikely anyone would other than me.
That's what the mutagens are for.
I'm okay with that if you want to raise the DC because my performance is untrained and I have a +1, whereas my acrobatics is trained and I have a +10. So I feel like even taking a higher DC would be a win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to increase the DC by 10, and we got this. I'm just kidding. Everybody's faces, like everybody's like, we're just like,
All of us are
fuck
like,
you,
I
Adam.
thought this was for fun.
Why you hate?
No, that sounds good. We can work with that. But it does sound like it's the instrumentation
Sounds like it's just
instrumentation
me.
feels a little light.
Me and
So-
the
It's
drummer.
like violin and drums, you know?
Jules is gonna say, like, she would kind of like look around and maybe been thinking about this for a minute. And so if you make me do it, that's fine. I'll roll a crafting check or whatever. But like just putting together kind of like a makeshift tambourine or something, maybe, with like some.
You're the tambourine girl
yeah,
from
everybody-
Jacob's Ladder.
I didn't know that was a thing, but like
You don't remember
everybody
the story I told about Jacob's Ladder?
Band
that
of young
that
cats that thought
opened
they
for-
were way cooler
Yeah.
than they were.
Oh,
And they had the
yes.
girlfriend up there just.
How is that not the play?
Right.
Come on, man.
Well, I've got so. Aside from that, how's your singing voice? No, not for. I'm not gonna make you get up and sing a song by yourself or anything, but like I do have some songs that, you know, are duets as far as just kind of call and response vocal kind of thing.
If you keep it really simple and it's more of like a backup kind of thing. Listen, the dancing, I got good at it, but like it's just I kind of like to keep my eyes closed. So like you tell me what the and like as she's saying this, she's kind of like turning and you sort of start to see her like glow a little bit, like she's blushing.
Oh, okay.
Like this, she knows she would be good at it, but the idea of doing it in front of people just makes her very nervous. So yeah,
Jules, you're usually so confident. What is that hue to your cheeks?
and she just stares daggers at you. Like,
Hey! You don't listen to them. Don't even worry about it. I would like to see you dance.
Hey, yeah.
I'm sure you would, Smoke.
okay, Emily blushed. That's fine.
Yeah, George just like intentionally takes a few steps away so he can act like he didn't hear that.
This is so much fun.
Speaking of fun, I realized that I forgot something.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been so long since we played Pathfinder 2e, I forgot one of the key mechanics of the game, which is hero points. And we are on episode 40, which is divisible by 5. Now, Heath, you may or may not remember, I gave you a hero point a couple episodes ago, but said hold on to it and then tack it on to the next time we reset. So you should have 2, and everybody else should have 1. And I also decided that when we do this, you know, I've been listening to HLP, our brothers and sisters in
In Christ.
podcast arms.
Yeah.
Brothers in-
you know, when Griffin does the reset, he also goes ahead and reads a general co-inspiration for the group.
Oh, I like that.
So I'm going to do that. Because Heath has the most hero points right now, and it's an easy way for me to decide. Heath, I need you to roll a d20 for me.
5.
5. Okay. Oh, here we go. This one's from 25 North Jason.
Oh, hey, what's up, dude?
Old J Laptop, if you know, you know. Back in the day, that's what he used to go by. You know, here's the thing. This is what he has to say. Since none of y'all are playing dwarves, and since my podcast community has taken to calling me Dwarf Daddy because of my love of the ancestry, I'm going to fill the dwarf-shaped gap in this show with continuing to do dwarf facts.
Nice. Love it.
And so here we go. Here's another dwarf fact. A typical day for many dwarves begins with a bowl of hot porridge flavored with mushrooms, along with a generous slice of bacon or well-seasoned sausage. When the day's commitments permit a midday meal, the fare is usually coarse mushroom bread, sharp cheese, and perhaps a slice of salted meat, all washed down with water or a mug of ale. Supper is often a hearty roast or savory stew, accompanied by root vegetables, hunks of bread, and tankards of good stout ale. this has been Dwarf Facts with Dwarf Daddy.
Yes.
Am I just like a dwarf? Or at least like I have the stomach of a dwarf. That's what I'm hearing. So.
I was just thinking, man, where's the leafy greens? Yeah, and get those, like, get that iron.
Dwarfs don't eat green things.
No, they are not leaf lovers.
The only vegetable we eat is mushrooms because we can tell ourselves it's kind of like meat.
Yeah.
A meaty texture.
I think it grows in caves. All right. So, yeah, sorry for the interruption there, but I just wanted to make sure we got that out.
I mean, it's a joke.
So we've assigned everybody's roles, it seems like, for the band. What is your next move here?
Well,
Going to the house or no?
I wanted to address every little creative way I can try to help our odds here, right? So I have a cantrip called musical accompaniment. Accompaniment.
Had a stroke? What?
Here's my accompaniment.
I was referencing a very old movie.
Okay.
But I have musical accompaniment, which is you're surrounded by orchestral music that shifts and changes to match your behavior, provides a +1 status bonus to performance checks. At the GM's discretion, it provides bonus to deception, diplomacy, and intimidation. That won't be as much a deal here. But it can. This music moves with you and has a maximum volume equal to 4 humans shouting. So that's a way, I could be periodically through the show kind of sneakily casting cantrips to kind of fill the space a little more, and to give myself +1s when I can.
Nice.
Now, I was also going to say, as far as visual and maybe just trying to make the show really pop. I also have mirror image, so I think it would be neat throughout, during the performance at some point, pop off mirror image and have like multiple of me like synchronized playing the violin or something like that.
Yes.
I mean, here's the thing, Heath. I would not ever tell you that you cannot cast the spells that are available to you in your repertoire, So you can do anything that your character sheet allows you to do. And I won't say no to it.
Well, I just wanted to go over the musical stuff that's on my character sheet that can
Felt
justify
like there was a butt after that, Adam.
Doing well.
I need you to stop thinking the worst of me, Dustin. This is 2025. I thought you were cooler than that.
No, I don't only think the worst. I think of all possible.
I'm going to be so much worse than you think I am. Prepare.
All right, great. Well, it sounds like you guys got it kind of figured out as much as you can prior to a gig.
And just a reminder, party stash.
Getting it now.
Yep, getting all those necessary items. There's the apple in there too, Heath.
Okay.
There's nothing for you.
You're not allowed.
No. Oh, yeah, you're not really part of the parties.
Oh, not yet. It's fine.
Smoke. Wait. I would be remiss if I did not give you something.
And he just like pulls out of his hand. Pulls out of his pocket like just a middle finger.
Got that for you.
Psych.
That's for Osaze, you stupid.
You will never replace Osaze. No.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to put it in there, but it won't let me. I don't know why.
Just hangs his head dejectedly.
But he gives you what looks like a tiny jar of glowing salts. Called
salts.
Horrifying salts.
Hey, no, I'm clean now. I'm clean.
It is not what you think. Do not
You
worry.
take the bath
Although you
salts
might be
and
able to eat
happy
it.
about it.
Look, I appreciate the party favors,
Yeah.
but
Do
I
not
really
snort it. Do not smoke it. Sprinkle it on your clothing before we go on stage.
On my nipples.
I mean,
Yes.
your clothing, and any little small objects, maybe your drumsticks or your drums. Yes.
Small objects. Like
Jeez, we're on a tear over
I
here.
said penises plural. By switching him out for
that's
Osaze,
Osaze.
we've
That's
downgraded
Osaze.
the number of penises. You know,
Oh man,
Or one less penis.
We
in the
ain't
party.
talking about Double D no more.
we used to be so penis flush around these parts.
Flush.
To be rich in penis.
Anyway, sorry.
flush with
Like it's a season. Like we used to see penises just out and about all the time. Now we don't. Yeah. Where'd they
The
go?
peni were a plenty, but now
Hard times.
Peni aplenty.
No.
Flowing fields of peni. Shifting in the wind.
Oh, stop it. What did you so the salts, put them on your clothes?
what do they do?
Let's see. It's I would say probably half an hour before we go on. Just sprinkle them on your clothing and your drumsticks, and maybe save a little bit for your drums.
Okay.
And you're not
Trust
going
you.
to ask me. Oh, you trust me? Okay.
No,
then do
I
it
trust you. And the reason why is because in Hobgoblin society, they have a high trust in like alchemists. They really like
Oh.
alchemists.
Oh, interesting.
I love that.
This has been Hobgoblin Facts.
Roll off the tongue quite as well. So
But they don't like
So
magic.
if I'm understanding correctly, we're just not gonna tell us what the sprinkling bath salts does.
I kind of want to when you use it, explain what
I
happens.
That'll be
love
fun.
that.
That'll be
yes.
fun. That'll be
So-
fun.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I don't even want to tell you, but
Oh, goodness.
I'd love to move it over to the party stash, but I cannot. I don't know why, but when you want to use it, just let me.
You know what? Just keep it. I mean, yeah. I don't want to look at the
Yeah.
at the details, the description of what it is. I want to
Surprise
have
me.
that surprise. Yeah.
Okay. Can we go to McTerrible Pants' house now?
I guess.
I mean, I
Sure.
kind of wanted to brief the group real quick before we leave.
All right.
So he kind of gathers. Everybody's like, "All right, guys, we're gonna have to go pretty soon." But I just wanted to kind of huddle up for a second. I know this is not you guys' forte, and so I really appreciate you even being willing to try to make this work. I mean, there's no telling what we could learn or come across doing a gig like this, getting in a circle like this, right? So I really do appreciate it. And if you're nervous or stressed about, going on stage, I get it. That's not something you guys are doing all the time. So just keep it simple. Don't try to overcomplicate anything or get too fancy. And overwhelm yourself and make any blunders, right? As far as the technicality, I'll handle that. You guys just keep it going, keep it smooth,
Thank God I do not have to play an instrument.
We'll do the best we can.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
at least I
and
got a
she elbows
solid
Smoke.
drummer, and he elbows Smoke. It's simultaneous.
And he just kind of responds almost uncharacteristically. I'm here.
I'm just smoke.
I mean, hey, look, I'll put it to you this way. Frankly, I just honestly going to some rich old asshole parties a lot safer. So I'm about it. I support this plan.
Well, so are we disguised up?
I figured we were
Put
being
on our
matching
fancy-
outfits.
yeah.
We all have
bougie
fine
clothes.
clothing, very fine suits. I feel like we could Jules is a crafter. I'm a crafter. We could configure these where they're matching. You
Yeah.
know, we're actually a
We're like
band
the
suit, such a
Temptations.
fine clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have my hat of disguise on, and I'm just a lot more gaunt than I usually look, and pale, and I'm just look like a wiry dude, regular dude,
Okay.
with one of a newsboy cap on. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, George would be using a disguise kit because I don't have one of the hats anymore, which would involve a shitload of makeup, being that he's a blue fish-eared person. So like heavily made up and probably wearing sort of like a floppier kind of hat to help cover up the ears and stuff like that. Think like old man Johnny Depp fashion,
I'm into it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I like that. Tons of bracelets.
Too many necklaces.
Yeah, too many.
All right. Well, if we're all dolled up, looking good, team, it's kind of cool seeing us all matching like this. Not something I would want to do all the time, but there's not a more perfect time for it. So, like I said, keep it simple. Let's go have fun. I know we're, kind of incognito or whatever, but there's no reason it can't be enjoyable.
All right. Winklers on 3.
That's
1,
right.
2, 3. Winklers!
Hands in. Winklers!
You guys don't know how to count.
Oh, yes.
We're doing great.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you guys make your way over to, the
McTerrible Manor.
The McTerrible Manor, over in Skyside, right? Like
Bougie.
in the bougie part of town. Kind of atop Auburn Hill. And when you get there, those McTerrible Pants servants like, yes, and you are?
We're the band. We're Bernard Leftwinkle and The Winklers.
Yes. Excellent. You'll just go through this gate, hang a left, then hang a right. If you get to the Rottweilers, you've gone too far.
Okay. I will try to avoid the Rottweilers.
Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm too busy to correct you.
They're not Rottweilers?
Not too busy for that comment.
And so, yeah, you guys kind of make your way through this. I mean, and this is just opulent as hell. Like it's
Over the
gaudy.
top, yeah.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. Like there's shrubbery sculptures that are like of McTerrible Pants.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like
Of him cutting a topiary.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
okay. Yes. Love it.
And he's cutting like a rook, right? Like a chess piece rook.
Classy.
Yeah.
I just imagine he has like a painting of himself painted.
Yes.
That painting.
Oh my god.
1000%. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, turns out when you go inside to the receiving area,
Lo and
the
behold.
first thing you see is it's like a 15-foot painting.
You see a painting of him painting, and he's standing in front of it painting a painting of him painting a painting.
And Terrible Pants himself stands in front of this painting and says, "Oh, welcome! I am so excited to see all of you." Yes. And Melody, his wife, is standing there next to him, not saying a word, rolling her eyes almost at every comment that he makes. When he says, yes, so I am glad that you're here. Let me tell you what the plan is for my parties. Yes, I said parties. It's 2. Tonight and tomorrow. Tonight is for the cream of the crop, the upper crust, the most McTerrible of all the terribles shall be here. Then, if you succeed tonight, you will be our opening act tomorrow at the theater, at the Aldevoir Company Theater House, where I have procured the very first performance of a brand new play called The First Sin of Pharasma. Now, you will not be able to attend this play. It is for VIPs only. However, I would like for you, if you succeed tonight and impress me and mine, to open for this act and set the mood. Now, I don't mean to put any pressure on you, but I did and I shall. Would you care for any champagne? You are allotted 2 drinks for free. Here, as the
That's
help.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, sure.
Hors d'oeuvres will be passed around. I would ask that you do not take them. A stew will be provided for you at the end of the night.
A gruel.
A gruel.
I did not say gruel. I said a stew.
It is very gruel-like, though.
Yes.
From the finest
porridge.
kitchen scraps.
Jules would look around for the first drink that she could find, immediately. Yes.
Yes. Tyler, please come.
Tyler.
This is Tyler. He will. Well, I forgot. We have a way to take care of this. Here are 2 drink tickets each, and he hands you each 2 little raffle tickets. Little tickets that you get at an arcade, right?
Cheapskate.
Yeah. Welcome to musicianship. Yeah, this is literally how it goes for me. I am speaking from the heart and experience.
I mean, I've seen some gigs you played at where they bring you buckets of beer to have on stage instead of.
Yeah, those are the good
Right.
gigs.
Buckets of beer.
Yeah, it'll be like
That's
little
true.
pails of
That's
beer
true.
with ice in them so they can drink.
What's funny is it's always the clubs that aren't flush in cash that will hook us up with all the drinks, and it'll be something like House of Blues is here's your 2 drinks. It's okay, whatever.
Yeah. Good thing I
not
brought
that
a
I play
flask.
House of Blues, but right. So, anyways, he gives you the 2 tickets and he says, "Tyler here will take your tickets if you would like to turn one now and in." Wait, what did I say? Turn one in now is what I meant to say. You can get your champagne. There will be a bar at the party, so if you want to save your tickets for higher spirits, well, that is your decision to make. Now, this will be a lively group, or I hope that you will make them lively. I do hope that you came prepared for more than just singing. There should be some sort of stage show, some production. Do you have dancers? Do you have lights?
Well, you're in luck. My good friend here, well, I don't. Would I say smoke? Sorry, I'm outside.
Probably
the
not.
memo. I
Probably
don't.
not.
We haven't established what we're calling each other.
Yeah, so you just need to wing it. What you got?
Damn,
Not you, John.
It's me.
You guys didn't discuss it, so now it's up to Bernard to make the call here.
Cool. No, please. I'm so interested.
Yeah, my good friend Ricky Sevens here is he's a drummer. So we've got drums, got a back line. I do have some stage production, a little bit of light pyrotechnics. I hope that's not a problem.
No, that's exactly what I was hoping for. I knew I made the right call for hiring the hottest new act in Alkenstar, Bernard Leftwinkle and The Winklers.
I assure you, you did. And then we also do have our stage dancer and tambourine girl as well, who also be
a stage dancer and tambourine girl in one.
and backup vocals
Amazing.
occasionally.
Wow, you must be truly talented.
And if I do say so myself, I play violin as well as sing, and
of course, that is what is most known.
I can fill the space pretty well.
I cannot wait.
Nor can I.
Hey, Bernard, you didn't introduce me.
Oh yeah, put me on the spot with these. Do I go full stupid? You know,
Absolutely.
I've forgotten what the names even were the last time we did this.
That was Dugir Rosmanot. And Osaze was Tim Tam Whamalam.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we got Ricky Seven Hands and Dude Gear. Did you give a
Ricky
name?
Sevens.
Yeah, Ricky
Ricky
Sevens.
Sevens. Did you give a name to Jules?
It's just Debbie.
Debbie. Emily, there are some
Debs.
great Debbie musicians.
That
Debbie
is true.
Harry,
That is
Debbie
true.
Gibson.
Yeah.
You're good. You're in good company.
Fine.
She doesn't
okay.
like it when I call her Deborah.
Okay, so you guys kind of he shows you to there's a big garden out back, and there's a stage that he's had set up there for you, and he points you to it and says, "Go do your thing. I still have some final preparations I must make for the party, and be excellent."
Will do.
That's the only thing I do is excellent.
You're the help. I don't want to hear from you. Only from the
No
talent,
lip from
really.
you. And he like nudges you with his elbow.
Yes, sir.
Give me a drink ticket. You should only have one. You're the crew.
Oh my
I'll
god.
take kids. Don't worry
What
about
a
it.
dick.
No.
I don't drink. I just hand mine to Smoke. You know, both my tickets to Smoke.
I'll hold on to this. Don't you worry about it.
Gives him a wink.
All right, I really must be off. I hope that you guys meet the expectations that I have set for you in my head.
Of course, go pamper yourself.
That is all I know how to do.
I believe that.
Melody, come now. I need pampering.
Aggressive eye roll.
Yeah.
Real
Jules,
quick.
you have my permission to just
Now-
steal everything that is
Like as he like calls Melody over to him to just to be a horrible husband away with her. George stops and is like, well, it would be impolite of me not to address the lady, and like takes her hand and like bows deeply and like kisses her hand and looks right at McTerrible Pants like,
Roll a
fuck
diplomacy
you,
check.
Ooh, baby.
Okay. Where are my stats? I'm not ready to play a game.
Dice now.
That is a 26 total.
All right, yeah. He's like, oh, and he's a gentleman. And you see Melody's face flush, and she actually looks at you like,
She thinks
Yeah.
you're real cool.
I just wink. I wink
Eyebrows,
at her. Yeah.
eyebrows, or like get me out of here.
more like eyebrows, like I want to fuck you to spite
Right.
this fucker. You know what I mean?
I thought that might be the case. Hence the play. And
I call that the Melania stare.
Melody says, God damn.
Fucking got me.
Perhaps we can talk about music after your show.
oh, of course, let's get through the show first. Let me blow everyone's socks off, and then I would like nothing more than to make a moment to speak further with you. And he kisses her hand again and,
blow
winks
your
at her.
socks
You
off.
know,
Yeah, and she leans in to do the like kiss you on both sides of the cheek type of thing. And on the second kiss on the other cheek, she whispers, "The gazebo at midnight."
Ooh, baby.
hell yeah. Yep. Just a very nod. You know, like.
All right, Melody, we must be going. I have 13 ties that I must try on and choose none of them because I already know which one I'm wearing.
Enjoy yourself, Melody.
So, is this a paying gig at all? I know I'm already committed. Just curious.
It is. I can't remember what I said, and
So,
I'll
I
go
mean,
back and tell
we
you
can
what it
rip
is.
off this windbag.
We can do both.
Nice. She's got
Eyebrows.
eyebrows.
Okay, let's fast forward a couple hours, and some guests arrive, and they are all just as pompous, and well, maybe not quite as pompous as
that's a-
McTerrible Pants.
that's a lot.
It's a high bar. Yeah, but they don't all look shitty, but they all look too rich to be human.
To be
And,
human.
I mean, to be human,
Dude, I was thinking, like, did I mishear that?
Nope.
Damn, these some redwoods or something? It's like, oh,
great.
no, they're just bad people. Okay.
yeah, that's what I
part,
mean.
that part.
That's the part I mean.
You got it.
So let's get to this performance here, right? So let's
Wait.
go.
Before we start, I'm sorry about this, Jules. and then he throws some salt on you.
What the fuck?
Some horrifying salt.
Sand.
Yeah, he gave some to Smoke. But it's,
In my eye!
Why would you do that?
you have to match an horrifying salts. So
Are you saying
I just throw some
horrifying
salts at you.
with a Cockney accent?
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying.
Horrifying salts.
Truly terrible.
So I put it on your clothing, right?
Okay.
And I imagine like your tambourine or whatever kind of like accessories you have. Also, kind of like I sprinkle the salts on that. But it makes the clothing or jewelry or any objects sprinkled with the salt seem to be worth 10 times as much as they really are.
Oh,
And
wow.
your clothes are now gilded in gold, and you have like a golden tambourine, and you look fly.
That's
fuck.
fucking awesome.
And then after you Smoke, I would like to see what you look like.
Oh my
Salt
goodness.
yourself, motherfucker.
Do it.
Hold on. Has Amir always been like sexy?
Just now noticing, Emily.
I'm
It's
sorry.
always been this way.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
I quit the drinking.
January.
I just love it. It's turning into fucking everyone who's not our brother. It's like, I might bang him, you know?
Would.
Hey, dog. Play what you know.
Emily's face is legit red right now.
She rizzed herself here. Mark of a true Rizzler.
Okay. So what does the salts do to Smoke?
I guess I'll let. Well, let me see. I don't know what Smoke's wearing. I'm guessing he's wearing the same fine clothing we're all wearing.
Y'all were
Yeah,
all
yeah, we are
matching.
matching
and
attire.
then I'm
So
in
yeah, I
the-
mean, you are just glittered in gold, man. You have golden drumsticks. Sprinkle it on top of the drums, like the edges. They're usually silver, gold, and sparkling and shining. I mean, the drums look like they're made of diamonds. 10 times what they're worth. So you can just imagine that. But
Holy shit, how
the
long does this
actual
last?
benefit that gives you, you use this part as a part of making an impression on an audience swayed by the expensive clothing.
Nice.
Yeah, so it gives +1, I guess. Yeah.
Great. Every plus counts. All right, so here's how this is going to go. Heath,
Yes.
George is going to roll the main check. Everybody else is going to roll the aid. All right? Mm-hmm. I must remind you that aiding is 15, not 10, in Pathfinder 2e. Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to go ahead and get the rolls out now so that you can then describe your performance based on what the dice tell us, or?
I guess.
Right, so
And I would
let's-
just remind George, I'd just be like, make sure to eat the apple before you.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up as well. I guess I don't know the format. Like, is this just one roll for this performance, or is it like a
For
series
tonight,
of
yeah.
checks?
It's one roll for tonight. That will kind of dictate how your evening goes. Now, you can, if you have multiple
I
songs
was
or
going to say, I
whatever.
prepared way too much for this.
Yeah, it's fine. I just, each night would be one roll,
Okay.
I say we roll now, and that way we can play it out.
Yeah. All right, let's get the assist first. See who can see who is going to assist. Now, drink the mutagens, right? If you have them, I think Jules, that would be you.
Yep.
Are we assisting performance, or do I assist crafting since I'm like pyrotechnicking? Or,
You can use crafting
production?
to try to aid this.
Yeah, like
performance.
whatever your
Yes.
job
makes
is that
sense.
you're doing.
Yeah, I think that's my best.
Now,
that best
Emily, if you're using acrobatics, I told you I am raising the DC for the aid there. So
I mean,
Well, I got a +11, so that's auto aid, but I got a natural.
It is
19
not
for
auto
dirty.
aid in this
you did
game.
not hear what I just said. It's a
I didn't.
15 to aid in Pathfinder 2e, not a 10.
Okay. Well, I got a 30.
Okay, well, that does successfully aid. All right, so as you guys describe your performance, you can go as ham as you want on the pyrotechnics. Okay, so like you critically succeeded at that. So you're actually going to give a +2 rather than a +1.
Nice.
Okay, what about Jules?
All right, let's see what she gets. Okay, 12 on the die for a 22.
All right,
But that was
is a
for
regular.
acrobatics.
Right, that is a regular success. I did raise the DC up to 20, which was the original DC before the remaster that you had to hit. So, but you still succeed, so that's another +1. John, Smoke needs to play some drums. Let's see how well Smoke's going to do.
All right.
Should probably eat
Remember
that
to
apple
add
right
your-
now.
Well, the apple is for George,
the
right?
apple's for
Well, this is
George,
going to help the
right.
rolls too.
Oh, it is?
Everybody's rolls.
Oh, okay. The dust or the glowing dirt
Well, you
that
get
gave
that
me?
to your aid, right? You get a +1 to your performance from the
Oh,
salt.
okay, good. Well, then that would put me at a 19 for performance.
Okay, so that is another success. We're looking at a +4 here. Now, you're going to eat this apple before you start.
Yes.
Well, but that's what
Right.
Dustin was saying is I would eat it, and it gives an emanation that would give everybody +1s. So everybody in the
Right,
emanation.
but it doesn't change any of the results as
Yeah, it
far
doesn't.
as
Would on
far-
future rolls though.
Yeah, yeah. So you eat the
So-
apple. So you got it looks like you have then a +5 total. Or is the +1 only to the people in the emanation, or does it include you as well from the apple?
It's everyone in the emanation gains a +1 bonus to performance checks. And so basically this emanation, you eat it and you start to glow faintly, and then a little bit brighter, and then a little bit brighter until you shed bright light in a 20-foot emanation.
See,
So you are like the
right.
center
So that,
of
that's
attention
cool. Like,
right now.
I like that as the show goes on. Like, my
Yeah.
thought is the vibe I went for is kind of like outlaw country. So the songs aren't going to be like Fish, like 12-minute, 15-minute songs. It's 3-4 minute, more pop song type length. So, you get 2-3 songs in and he gets brighter and brighter and brighter. It would be cool, I think, from the audience perspective, like, oh, did they like rig up this suit? Like, what did they do?
Well, let's get your performance roll. You're looking at a +4 on top of whatever your bonus
Why
is.
not a +5?
Because it's only the people that are in the emanation, and the emanation is coming from you.
You're in your
So,
own
like,
emanation. Paladins create, or champions create emanations, and they're in them.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tight.
Okay. So my performance bonus is, God, I will never get used to this sheet.
Be cool if you
+10.
did.
I mean, I'm trying. My brain just farts out how to get to the skills part every time. I have to click like 4
Yeah.
of them. Normally, naturally, I have a +10 to performance, so then I'll be getting a +5. So I'm looking at a +15 to whatever I roll.
Tight. That's really
I rolled a 19.
Ooh.
So
Brother,
almost
you're
as good as I could have
high.
done.
Yeah. That is. So what is your total
34.
there? 34. Yeah. So that is a critical success.
Okay, so can I tell you how the performance starts out?
So, yeah, like everybody did very well. So this performance, you can describe it however you want, but like, feel free to indulge because you guys crush it.
Okay, so here's how I want to address this. Right, I put together some little snippets of songs, and we'll do the first one, and you guys can like embellish and tell me, what that looks like from your perspective, and then we'll do the closer, like the encore or whatever, right? So it starts off kind of an outlaw country thing, right? And you want to ease them into it. You don't want to like blow their doors off right out the gate. And so we come up, get going, and it's we'll go to Gabbin the next with Bernard Leftwinkle and the boys. This music life we're living's got us feuding like the sword lords and Bravoy. And so on, you know?
Nice.
Nice.
All right, so Emily, how is Jewel's interpretive dancing to that?
So she like starts out a little bit low with the tambourine, right? Like trying to make sure she's feeling the vibe with her brother and the rest of the crew. And like just kind of more shuffly, shaky kind of movements, and then actually starting to feel the flow, like as she realizes, okay, no, this is fine. And she's kind of feeling kind of fancy in her amazing garmentry. It's really a little bit outside of her normal ensemble, but she's feeling herself. She's got that sway, and she's just jangling that tambourine like ain't nobody's business.
Nice. Smoke doing like a little kind of train shuffle beat maybe behind that.
Yeah, he's definitely going slow, following his energy, and it actually kind of like in his thinking about like these duds, and he feels like he imagines that he could feel like he's somebody because of these duds, and that kind of helps. Like I feel like reflects in his expression whenever he's drumming,
Awesome. And Amir, first, Heath, how many songs are you doing in this set?
I mean, we
right.
as a band in fiction would have played a whole set, but yeah, I've got 2 little things I present.
All right, sounds good. So what does the opening show look like from a production standpoint, Amir?
It's no like pyrotechnics or anything. It's all about light that kind of gets gradually brighter to kind of capture attention. So I imagine I have like maybe like timed alchemical lamps, like simple creations that you can create that just gets brighter and brighter and maybe turns different shades based on like vibrations,
Nice, yeah.
So it kind of like, pulses a little bit to the music as, it gets louder and the vibrations increase. So you kind of see this wave pattern, across like the stage and the backdrop. And I'm just kind of like chilling, make sure nothing explodes.
Right.
Just like watching the audience and just kind of like, enjoying the show too.
I like that. That's subtle, not overpowering. Like
well, it's the first song. You can't blow your wad.
True. That's right. I wanted to highlight the band members. That's why I gave them the salts and the mutagens and the apple, and kind of do like a little bit of subtle things. Like
well played, productionist.
Yes. So. You guys play a few more songs. You could continue through the night. Think you go through some little peaks and valleys. But, as far as like the intensity of the songs, you'll build up to a rocker and then you'll do a ballad, all that kind of thing. And we get to the end of the show, right? And the crowd is loving it. The first song, they're kind of like, being a little standoffish, but by the second song, they're out in front of y'all dancing, having a good time. All right, so now we come to the final song of the show. What you got for us?
Yeah, so being a showman, like he builds the tension, makes them wait on the encore, comes out, piddles around the stage like they're setting stuff up, build the anticipation, and then comes out and has, I don't know, maybe we've got some kind of, sign language kind of cue, but has the lights kind of come down, and starts, breaks out with you're as smooth as Alkenstar whiskey, as sweet as Jamaray wine. You're as warm as Milwaukee brandy. I stay off guard to your love all the time. Cheers from the audience. And he meets out with melody like the whole song.
Oh shit!
Midnight rendezvous.
Yeah. Okay. So excellent job there. You guys earned some income via a tip bucket, and because we have a critical success there, everybody I need you to take 16 silver pieces apiece.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
okay.
I like free money.
Don't mind if I diddly do.
That's money right there.
16?
16 silver pieces each.
It's not much, but it's honest living.
And
Honestly,
another-
I mean, it would be cheap. Thinking like cheap rich bastards, only silvers. Come
Yeah,
on, bring
right.
up the gold.
to that point, McTerrible Pants comes over and he has a bottle of champagne in his hand. He says, "Oh, you guys did wonderfully. You have met my expectations and then some. Here, I will give you a bit more on the house." And he thrusts this bottle of champagne that's already open, by the way. It's about halfway full. You can finish this off at no cost.
Wow.
Excellent work.
Man, this dude really plays up the "you are the help" vibe. You know?
Jules grabs
Yeah.
it and just kind of starts like glug, glug, glug. Like, this has been rough.
Right. There is the stew waiting for you in the servant kitchens. Please, go refill yourselves. You must have worked up quite an appetite with such a show. I have to go say goodbye to my guest, but you have definitely convinced me to bring you to the theater tomorrow. Now, off with you, please.
Oh, he said please. Wow.
Yes, sir.
I look forward to the theater. And to your wife.
So, here's the most important question. George, do you go to the gazebo?
100%.
100%.
So,
Try and stop me.
So George, here's how I'd like to paint it, and I hope y'all just go with me, okay? So you got this bottle of champagne. Jules is taking a big swig, and then George kind of reaches over and takes it out of her hand like a sibling might. Takes like one big pull, wipes his mouth, and winks at the three of you. And turns his foot and heads towards the gazebo, and we'll see.
Black.
Rapscallion, you.
Nibbles.
Go see him.
Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at thestfnetwork.com. That's thestfnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcast, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.